Folks, welcome back to another video. Welcome! Beautiful people, New York City. We got Joey, we got Pete. NYC Marathon. Here it is. We'll see you at the finish. First mile, straight uphill. How we feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling great.
Let's go! Let's go! 12 miles in. Got vibes. Or still vibing. Let's go, Pete. Oh, baby. 17 miles in. Let's go! There's 9 more miles. Let's go, brother. 5 miles left. Let's go. Looking good. Passing people.
Yeah. Looking very, very smooth night.
Right on pace. Right on pace. Let's go. 5 miles left. Easy jog home. Look at the boy. Moving. Let's go! Let's go! Good work! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, dude. Absolutely crushed it.
Well, folks, we did it. We did the dang thing. NYC, New York City Marathon in the books. I can't even begin to express how amazing the day was. I got it done, I finished. I ran it in 3 hours and 52 minutes and a couple seconds, and I'm like over the moon ecstatic. Forget the time, that one was just a little bit of icing on the cake. That was the goal, sub 4, but the energy, the electricity of the crowd, the support I had from my family, my friends, my girlfriend, you guys, seriously, the amount of messages I got from you guys who watch my content. Some of you were actually out on the course and said what's up, and it was just like the best day ever. The weather, I had wrote Pete across my chest, so even strangers who never knew me or met me were yelling "Go Pete!" And yeah, it was just like the best freaking day ever. I got a couple signs out there. Pilot Pete is cleared for takeoff. And then my sister wrote, Pilot Pete fly, non-negotiable. So they were there at a couple of stops, and that was like just absolutely incredible. And a bunch of friends ran it who I got to see. And super big shout out to Joey Muccio. He helped pace me and my other buddy Luke to get me sub 4. For them, it was easy. They both have run sub 3 marathons, so they're out there having a good time. But without them, I couldn't have pushed through. My cousins ran with me a little bit. It's just the best day of the year in New York City. But I'm super, super pumped. I'm actually, the day after right now, I was just insanely busy that day, as you could imagine. I need a couple clips from Joey, so they'll be in the vlog here. But I did the dang thing. I'll never miss a New York City Marathon, though. It was the most incredible experience I've ever had. No work trips on the schedule right now. We're taking a couple of days off. I don't feel terrible. The legs are okay. I thought they were gonna be a lot worse, although people are telling me like 2-3 days after is when it's gonna be miserable. I mean, don't get me wrong, they hurt. It feels like I ran a long, long distance, but I was able to, stand up, walk a little bit today, and overall, just like I said, 100 out of 10 vibes, immaculate. So we're gonna take it easy for the next couple of days. I'm gonna head out here in a little bit, head to the girlfriend's place. She's making me dinner, and I'm just gonna kind of bask in the glory. And again, I just wanna out there. A lot of people that watch this videos donated to the Children's Aid cause to help me fundraise for the marathon. I really, really do appreciate it. And the messages that you guys sent to me on Instagram or email, or obviously in the comment section here, I read every single one of them. I try to get back to pretty much all of them as well. And it really goes a long way. Like when I'm 22 miles into the race, feeling miserable, my legs are gonna fall off my body, thinking about that just kind of like motivates me to keep going. So from the bottom of my heart, seriously, I really do appreciate it. So this goes out to everyone out there. We frickin' did it. Thank you again. All right, folks, we're 2 days post marathon. Legs aren't feeling too shabby. Went to the gym today, got a nice little upper body workout in. Been stretching a little bit. I'm definitely sore standing up and sitting down. Definitely hurts the most going downstairs, but it's not really pain. It's more just like, I feel like I ran a lot of miles, which I did. So, but still rocking the high. Been listening to New York on repeat nonstop. Been watching all the footage back. And if you are someone who's thinking about doing any sort of race, 5K, turkey trot, marathon, half marathon, whatever it is, I'm telling you, I got the bug last year just spectating it. And it's an amazing thing to tell yourself you're going to do something, put it on the calendar, work towards it, accomplish it. I've never been so proud of myself and so grateful for so many things in my entire life. So this is maybe your sign that, you know, put something on the calendar, put a goal out there and work towards it. But I wanted to show you guys my November schedule, basically what I was awarded via the bid, and how at my company, at least at the current moment, you can manipulate that schedule with drops, swaps, trades. So without further ado, let's go check out my November schedule. So here's a look at the November schedule. So as you can see, this is what I was awarded. Colors mean deadhead. So yellow means the trip starts and ends in Memphis. Not my favorite as a commuter. Obviously that's not good for me. If I can avoid that, I like to. These are night flights. This is a day flight followed by a night flight. This was a good trip, LAX, 32-hour layover, but it was a weekend that I needed off for some big brother, big sister charity work that I'm doing, and then Boston, day flight followed by a night flight. We got a start and finish in San Antonio, a back-end deadhead San Antonio, front-end deadhead Philly, which I love, but this is Thanksgiving, so not the greatest schedule, not the worst. I'm about 58% in the bid pack for first officers 767 Memphis, but this is what I was awarded. This is what I was given, and then a few days ago, back on Thursday the 31st, Halloween, we could manipulate our schedule, meaning I can drop trips, trade trips, pick up trips, all that kind of stuff. So I want to show you, this is what I was awarded, and at my company, which I really, really enjoy, is the fact that you have this flexibility. So I'm going to refresh the calendar and show you what it looks like now. Drum roll, please. Ba-doop. So as you can see, I pretty much dropped my entire schedule. I didn't want to do that night flying the day after the marathon because I knew my legs were going to be shot, so no chance in heck for that. I wanted to keep that LAX trip, that long layover, but like I said, I got something going on with the Big Brother, Big Sister organization that I'm a part of. I was able to snag this trip back in Deadhead from to Richmond, so that's nice. I just operate one leg to Richmond, Virginia, back in Deadhead, so that's a plus being on the East Coast. Then I'm off, a lot of trips. I have some personal events I have to attend that week, and then I was able to swap my San Antonio for a JFK back-end deadhead. So someone who lives here in New York, that's obviously a huge win for me. I fly Tuesday, Memphis to JFK, and I'm done. So I'll get paid to be home, which is great. And then look at that, off for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to keep the whole weekend off because weekend after Thanksgiving is a lot of fun with family and friends. Everyone pretty much is off, except for, not except for, but, you know, people in the travel industry and, you know, service industry. We're always working, so it's nice to be off with most of my family and friends who are also just, you know, corporate America, so that'll be a nice, enjoyable. But this is what my schedule looks like. The pros of this are I'm barely working, so a lot of time to recover, do some fun things, enjoy time with the girlfriend in New York City. The bad, I'm not getting paid. Airline pilots only get paid when we fly, so no money, no money, no money, no money, no money. no money, no money, 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 a little bit of money, no money, more money, no money, no money, no money, no money, money, no money, a little bit of money, all for Thanksgiving. So again, for someone like myself, I prefer the flexibility. I enjoy the quality of life over the dollar amount at this exact period of my life. I'm fortunate enough to have saved money and to kind of budget. I know what it costs me to live here, to pay my bills, to do the things I want to do. So I can't just work 2 trips for the month and be covered on all that. I wish I could, but unfortunately I can't. So I'm hoping that trips pop up each and every day. I'm checking open time. We have a Facebook group where pilots are talking about, hey, I need this time off. Can you take this trip? Things like that. So I'm looking into that. But as of now, I'm working 2 trips. I have 2 flights the entire month of November. I did work my tail off though, September and October for the most part. Not really. I feel like I was on vacation. But either way, this is what my schedule looks like. Not every airline is like that, by the way. Some have like minimum hours you have to work. Like I said, one of the things I love about my company is there's no minimum. You don't have to work X amount of hours. You can drop, which I have, drop your schedule down to 0 hours. That's not great for pay though. You'll make $0 of pay. Actually, you'll lose money because you got to still pay for your union dues, your medical benefits, my contributions to my 401k. So my paycheck would actually potentially go negative. But I thought that was a kind of a unique thing to show you guys. That's what it looks like now. Tomorrow that could completely change and we could pick up 17 trips between now and the end of November to build that back up. But for now, we're looking at 2 trips, Richmond and JFK, and otherwise we're going to enjoy NYC and resting up for a little bit. So like I said, just going to enjoy New York City. Just finished the marathon and we got a special guest joining me today for some lunch. Say hi, Dad.
Hi.
So this is my old man. This is my old man, my pops. Fun fact about my dad, he actually has his private pilot's license. He never flew professionally, but got his PPL. What year did you get your private pilot's license?
1968.
1968. So you were born in 1950, so you were 18?
Yeah, I think 17.
17, 18 years old?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of people ask me, why'd you get into flying? How'd you get into flying? My dad has his private pilot's license, and then who else in our family has his private pilot's license?
My dad has his private pilot license.
So your dad would be my
Grandfather.
grandfather. What was his name?
Peter.
Is that coincidence or was that on purpose?
Coincidence.
Was he also named Pilot Pete?
No.
No one called him that? I'm sure someone in the history of his upbringing probably called him that along the way, right?
Yeah, I guess he was in the Navy and his father was a Peter, so it's a long history of Peters along the way, so it just, you're carrying on the name, I guess.
Let's go. Any idea what year we call my grandfather, everyone in the family called him Pop-Pop before what year did how old was he when he passed away? 89 or 90?
92.
92.
Right.
And that happened how many years ago now?
I was born in 1920, so you have to add 92 years.
So that'd be whatever the math is. But he's passed a couple of years now. Any idea what year Pop-Pop was? How old he was when he got his private pilot's license?
When he got out of the Navy after World War II, he was probably 24, 25 years old.
And used like the GI Bill, right? He told me he used a GI Bill to get it. And then what my grandma told me, my dad's mom, my Pop-Pop's wife, Nanny, we called her Nanny and Pop-Pop, she said that once they started having kids, so my dad's one of 6 and my aunt is the oldest. Once they had kids, she said no more flying, right?
Right, yeah. She was afraid something would happen.
Yeah.
She'd be stuck with the kids and no husband.
Yeah, exactly. So he kind of stopped after that, but I actually have his like old logbooks in my room. I have some of my dad's old logbooks. Like I said, they both flew for fun, never for profession, but definitely the seed was planted early on for me to want to be a pilot. So Dad's in for a doctor's appointment in the city, and then he lives about an hour train ride north in New Jersey in the same house I grew up in. We're going to go grab our favorite deli sandwich,
Right.
and then spend a little time and then just relax because I'm resting the legs. I guess people are going to want to know, Dad, how did you think your son did on his first New York City marathon?
It was great. It was exciting. The electricity in Manhattan was unbelievable with all the people and the crowds and the runners, and it was an experience I'll never forget. So I was proud to see you run and proud to see you finish, and we'll be talking about it for a long time. Definitely.
Yeah, the support, like I said, from all of you guys, my family, my friends, it literally carried me miles that you'll never know. So I do really appreciate it. But it was really cool to see everyone out there. And I think the only thing my mom and dad were disappointed in, they thought I was going to win it. 55,000 runners. I don't even think I came in half place. I think 25,000 people passed me or beat me, but that's not the point. The point is to finish and be proud of what you accomplished, which I very much so am, and same with my my mom and dad and all my family. So lunchtime, we'll see you guys later. We just went to Trader Joe's for dinner. Sonia's gonna be cooking for me. What are we making?
Taco bowls.
I don't know what that is, but she's gonna make it for me.
Oh my goodness.
We at Trader Joe's, and now I'm going to the local printer to get an airport map to ship out for a customer of mine. So let's go pick that up. Happy Wednesday. We're still feeling good. Went to the gym yesterday for the first time. Got to spend some time with my dad and my girlfriend. Still home in New York City. Kind of still recovering / no real trips that popped in that were for my liking. As you can probably hear, still kind of battling a little bit of a cold. A lot of people that I'm friends with that are runners said that, you know, you just use so much energy after a big run like that. It's kind of normal to start feeling a little sluggish. So just resting, running some errands around the city, enjoying the beautiful weather. About to go outside. It's like 80 degrees in New York City in November. It's nuts. But I told you guys I would be looking for some trips, and this just popped up early this morning. It's a deadhead to Indy with a late show on Tuesday the 12th. So I'm actually able to cut a whole day off. I'll deadhead into Indy on the 12th, operate to Philly, quick short layover from Philly, operate to Memphis the next day with a back end deadheading from Richmond. So that's kind of how I'm like slowly trying to build my schedule. Like I said, this is no work whatsoever. I got to make sure I do my best to kind of fill it with trips. So it's kind of a gamble. I've done months where I've literally worked 0, and that's not good for the paycheck. And sometimes your patience pays off and you're able to kind of build a better schedule that way if trips pop up. So we'll see, but go around New York City, gonna jump on the scooter, drop off a airport chart that someone, there it is in the tube over there, someone purchased. What a day in NYC. Just got to Washington Square Park. Holy moly, 80 degrees and sunny, November. Absolutely gorgeous. I've lived here for like 5 years now. I don't think I've ever, November, daylight savings, after the marathon, after the election, it being this freaking warm out. I mean, everyone's in shorts and a t-shirt. 80 degrees, let's go. Running a few errands, heading to the West Village. Got my trusty scooter with me. Returned some things, dropped off my poster. Meeting up with a friend later, go for a walk. And then the girlfriend's coming over again for dinner. It's my turn to cook, so we'll probably do steaks. But in the meantime, we're gonna enjoy this beautiful day at NYC. So I just joined Equinox as like an ambassador, which I'm pretty pumped about because Equinox is considered a pretty premier high-end gym, especially here in New York City. They have so many locations, over 20 I think. So it's super cool to be able to check out all their gyms all over the city. They're all really nice. This is my second one since joining. There's one near my apartment. I'm in the one in Soho right now. It's kind of cool. I just like run errands and then put in my Apple Maps Equinox, and something usually comes up that's pretty close. So it gives me an excuse to get out of my apartment and check out the different parts of the city. Unfortunately, I don't get the sweet one at Hudson Yards that has like the cold plunge and sauna and outdoor pool. We're working on that. We're not leveled up yet, I guess. So they did not give me access to that one. I tried yesterday, but they said, no, you only get the regular destination one. So all pretty nice. So they all have steam rooms and stuff, stretching tables, and just like I said, like kind of like nicer amenities. And especially since I travel so much, all these major cities, Chicago, LA, Miami, all have Equinoxes. So the whole point is for me to kind of check them all out. I'll make a little content around them and just kind of explore their gyms. It's not for very long, so we'll see if it's a thing I stick with. But for now, I'm definitely liking it, and I'm really stoked for their classes. So tonight at 5:30, I actually just signed up for my first one. I'm doing a yoga class. I figured, what a perfect first class based on the fact that I'm still pretty sore. I need to get better at mobility and stretching. So yoga at Equinox Flat Iron tonight at 5:30. So today, just a little bit of the assault bike, stretched a little bit, and then back outside, and we'll do yoga tonight. Let's go. Workout complete, heading home. Not scooter one-handed is very stupid. Very stupid. So a lot of people ask me if I could start making PDF copies for the airport charts. So that's what I just did just now. I added in that option. So if you do want to purchase an airport chart, I'm selling them by the frame, unframed, 18 by 24. I can really do any size you want. So you just hit me up and we can figure it out. But even easier too, so there's no shipping involved. The price would obviously be a lot cheaper, is I'm just gonna do the PDF prints now. So I can just send you a digital copy of any airport in the US. I get them made, and then I can just send you over the digital copy. Now you have to go to the store yourself, obviously, and get them printed. Some people care about the quality of the print, some not. I go to like a professional printer here in New York City that does all my printing for me, so that they not only look good, they come on this like thicker, professional paper. But you can get it done cheap at like a Staples. I did that when I first was like kind of messing around. I just didn't like the quality of the paper. But if you're trying to save money, especially if you have a frame, you can get cheap frames somewhere. Again, the majority of the cost of these charts for me is the shipping. I can't use my employee discount since it's like a business that I am running to ship with my discount, so I have to pay full price. And as you guys imagine, I know you've probably all shipped something around the country. It's expensive as heck. But anyway, that's the new added feature, frame with frame, no frame, or PDF. And this way it kind of cuts down costs. So if anyone's interested, any airport in the US, super easy. You go to popbeatfly.com, click on airport maps, wall art will show up. These are all the ones I already have pre-made. And then if you want your own airport, custom airports on the bottom, say you want with frame, no frame, PDF, add to cart, go to the cart, and then under additional, when you go to checkout, there's gonna be an additional details. Let's see, remove that, where is it? Additional information, boom. Type in the airport you want. So if you want, I don't know, give me an airport, Pete. Think of an airport, Pete. If you want Indianapolis, IND, boom. And then you hit pay. I'll get the order and I'll start making it ASAP. Hopefully this PDF option allows more people to order. So if you're interested, check them out. Going up, meet up with a friend, and then we're doing yoga at 5:30. My first yoga in years. Wish me luck. Just finished up yoga. Got humbled real quick there. That is not an easy feat. And then usually how my girlfriend and I get back and forth from each other, because she lives in Brooklyn, we take the ferry. So I'm picking her up on the scooter to give her a ride home. There she is. Hi, SJ. She's gonna come over and have dinner, so I spare her the 10-minute walk when I can. There she is, yay. A few viewed my vlog, I talked about how I make the greatest steak known to man, better than any steakhouse restaurant. I stand by that. People are asking me how I do it. Well, simple, folks. Get this seasoning, the Tony Charcuteries Original. I put this on everything. Steak, chicken, beef, veggies. And then you get yourself some ground pepper. I'm going with flank steak tonight on the cast iron. We go 4 minutes on one side, flip it, and then 4 on the other, so it's a little bit thicker. And then we got some top sirloins. These are my least favorite, but I want to mix it up a little bit. So same thing, there's the seasoning on there, the pepper, olive oil in the pan. We do 4 and 3 minutes, and we go, go, go. Medium rare for me. Sonia likes medium, so I'll cut it up, throw a little back in there for her, and we'll do some rice and veggies. Perfect, high protein steak dinner. Bon appetit, dinner is served. Medium rare with some veggies and rice. SJ?
Medium for me.
And?
The best steak I've ever had in my life.
Wow. What about that shirt?
It's my new favorite shirt.
Wow, it's kind of a slap in the face, but all right. Bon appetit, dinner is served. We're just sitting on the couch, finishing dinner. I told you guys like trips pop up all the time. So this is what we snagged for tomorrow. Drum roll, please. Better drum rolls, please, Sonia. Let me hit refresh. So we're going back to work tomorrow. Where are we going? Boom. So we gotta get to Memphis tomorrow. I'll buy a ticket on a passenger airline, get to Memphis, and then operate, it's actually 2 legs. It's Memphis, Boston, Boston to JFK with a back-end deadhead. So I won't be overnighting anywhere. It'll be just kind of like an out and back for me, for lack of a better term, out of the JFK airport. And we're sitting here when it popped up. I was like, first an Indianapolis trip popped up, right? Mm-hmm. And then I said, I don't really want to go to Memphis to get to Indy, and the flight gets in late, and I probably won't make it back in time. I really don't want to go back to work after having a couple days off. And then while we were sitting here, a JFK trip popped up, and I was like, that's kind of...
Gotta do it.
The juice is worth the squeeze on this one. Plus, like I said, I got to fill in those gaps since I'm not working. So I don't miss anything. Tomorrow, there's really nothing going on here in the city. I'm just going to do more gym and hanging out. So this way... I didn't think this vlog was gonna have any flying, but look, if you lasted this long, you get best of both worlds. You get a little marathon, you get a little recovery, you get a little lifestyle in New York, you get some relationship.
A little bit of Sonia.
A little bit of Sonia, and now you get some flying. So you stuck around this long, we're packing just a little backpack for tomorrow, and we'll be off and running. So pretty happy about that, honestly. Like I said, it's gonna be easy work, 2 legs, get paid for basically 2 days, and we'll be gone tomorrow, home tomorrow. Love it. Beautiful people, good morning. We got a 1-day trip to JFK. We're out to Memphis, then JFK. We got a special commute. This is how we're getting to the airport today. Let's go do it. That's right, we're taking that bad boy, the helicopter to Newark. And go. So when you walk in, they got this cool little lounge with a bar. I'm not drinking though, obviously. And then now we head out. fun ride. 6-7 minutes, Manhattan to Newark. Got this little arrival lounge and now heading to the ramp. Just like that. And just like that, we made it to the ramp. They drop you off right there and we're like 10 minutes early. So, although I will say, with no traffic, Ubers are gonna be a lot cheaper and a lot quicker, but it's not a fun experience getting a helicopter ride to work, right? I'm gonna do that every day, so I thought that was pretty sweet. Now we'll go meet the crew, request, see if we can jump seat to Memphis. Let's do it. So Captain was nice enough to let us come back to the bunks. So helicopter from Manhattan to Newark, and then a nice PD lay flats from Newark to Memphis. Be there in about 2 hours. We'll see you there. Made it to Memphis, as you can probably tell. Cloudy here, not too cold, but not too hot either. It's actually pretty nice. Pilots had to shoot an ILS to 3.6 right, and they broke out about like 1,500 feet long. Getting out of Newark freaking took, I think we're like number 20 for takeoff. Just crazy amount of airplanes. So I only have about, we're a little bit late, so I only have about an hour here on the ground. Just finished my lunch. Gonna change into the pilot uniform, and then we got 2 legs. Boston, JFK, halfway done with the day. Hello folks from the ramp in Memphis. Nice and cool, not sweating, feels good. Cloudy, pre-flight in the 767. This is really only weather we're gonna deal with. It's a thin layer though. Passing through 1,500 feet, we'll be in the clouds, and we'll jump out at around 2,500 feet. It's not that thick of a layer. And then we'll be on our way to Boston. Long flight though for me, 2 hours and like 55, almost 3 minutes. Captain's firing up the APU now. He asked if I want to take the first leg or the second leg, which is very nice of him, so us first officers appreciate that. I decided on the second one, I want to fly into my home airport, JFK. Hopefully the traffic in the Northeast isn't as bad as it was this morning. It took us like 30 minutes to get off the ground in Newark. It was like 25 planes in front of us. I guess they had ATC communication issues last night that kind of just waterfall trickle effect into this morning. So hopefully that's all cleared up. Boston will be quick turning. We're only there for like 45 minutes. And then second leg will be out to JFK, my leg. So first one to Boston, let's go do it. Boston ramp, we made it, landed runway 27. It's funny, we're going to JFK. The arrival we were on flew literally right over the JFK VOR. So it's like, that's where we're ending up. That's my home, I want to be there. But I mean, we got like a 30-minute flight to JFK to end it. Nice flight. It was cool though, it's such a nice night. It gets dark so early now. My first flight since daylight savings, and it gets dark quick. Like I was saying, every flight now is going to be a night landing, night flight. So it'll be that for me going back to JFK. But Captain and the jumpsuiter and I were all talking, and they asked me about the marathon on Sunday. So it was cool to see like the route, flying over the Verrazano Bridge, through Brooklyn, Queens, Central Park, and I was like, dang, like I freaking ran that not too long ago. But overall, good flight. Like I said, 37 minutes. We're hoping quick turn here, 45 minutes on the ground. Getting a little chilly. Winter is definitely coming. And next stop would be JFK, my leg. Let's see how I do. The legs can still hold up for some good landings in New York. All right, we just did the pre-flight briefed. Talked about the route of flight. We got our departure clearance from ATC. We're departing the SOX 7 RNAV departure, and we're gonna go off of runway 33 is the plan. So a long taxi, some way, somehow. Usually I think we go like Bravo Charlie to 33 left, and then the SID is the SOX like I talked about. So we'll be flying, heading 330, intercept course 314 to Tech, Koozie at or above 5, Sea Bear, Colin, then Sox. As a Yankee fan, that kind of offends me, but it's all right. It gets me home to JFK. That's what it's all about. And then our FMS matches all of that. There's the heading, there's the intercept course, and then there's the at or above 5 with our next page going to Sox, and then it connects up to our arrival in the JFK. First altitude's 5,000, LNAV is selected, and then we'll hammer VNAV at 1,000 feet. Short flight though, 230 miles, next stop JFK. Just like that, folks, we made it back to NYC. Quick flight. It was pretty cool. We flew right over Block Island and then right over like the Hamptons, Montauk, the entire Long Island, slowed down by ATC to 250 knots. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but it was my landing, 3-1 right. Definitely not my best. We're gonna go 6.4 out of 10. And then quick taxi to our gate since our ramp is right off of 3-1 right. And it's pretty sweet. I got to, let's see, 2 Ubers today, 1 helicopter, and 3 flights. All in a day's work, right? All in a day's work. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog. As always, if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a DM. Just make sure you follow me first so I can actually see the message. And this vlog was a little different, right? We did a little bit of Marathon NYC. A little lifestyle, we get to hang out with the girlfriend and the dad, and then picked up a trip last minute. So let me know below if you're just like, all I want is aviation, leave out the other stuff, or hey, maybe you like a little bit of the New York City lifestyle and just kind of what I do day to day. So either way, enjoyed making it, fly safe, be well. Until next time, I'll see you.